ferenbach.
Just a second. Okay. As I may have given away the fact, I am in fact a scientist. Yes, you can take the scientist out of the lab, but not the lab out of the scientist. Also, I'm super thrilled. I don't normally do crowd work, but I'll make an exception because you're from Portugal. So, hola, meu esposa está portuguesa. O polvo cansado está sujo. That means the tired octopus is dirty. And meu coelho está ao fogo. My rabbit is on fire. Yes, my knowledge of Portuguese is a little limited. And sorry, couldn't resist. My apologies for mangling your language, and I know I didn't correctly say my rabbit was on fire. Okay, and we're back. So, this evening's routine, I would say, is a cinema hot dog routine. It's not about cinema or hot dogs, but it's kind of made of lots of bits that you don't know what they are. So yeah, just like a cinema hot dog. Anyway, so as I mentioned, I'm a scientist, and being a scientist, they don't appreciate some of the weirdness that goes with being a scientist. In many ways, being a scientist is like being a teenager, because I am a parent of a couple of teenagers myself. And it's kind of like a lawyer and a raccoon had an angry baby, is what it is to have teenagers. Because they're endlessly searching for the loopholes to get out of stuff, or to get their own way. And they do it in such a way that, yes, in a court of law, I suppose you'd have to acquit them, but you really don't want to. You'd really like to just send them away for good. I mean, you say something as, anytime you say anything, you have to be always looking for the loophole. And if you don't, you're dead. So, it's like, don't eat all of the chicken. Rookie mistake. What do? They leave one single particle of chicken at the bottom of the container. All the other 27 are gone, daddy gone, but that one piece. So I didn't eat all the chicken. Look, there's a piece there. You can see the piece. It's like, crap. I mean, that's the kind of thing we're dealing with. Yes, we're all about the mischief. I mean, and, that's the thing. As a scientist, you hear all these stories, and my old boss, he invented a new technique. That's not the exciting bit. The point was, he did this when he was a PhD student. He was a young punk, but he was like the Elvis Presley of science. And then he comes to a new lab, and the boss says, you think you're all that? Well, you're in my turf now, so you're going to do stuff my way. I don't want to see you using your technique in my lab. Whoopsie, he clearly doesn't have teenagers because he said he didn't want to see him using his technique in the lab. You see where the loophole is? He did. What did he do? He mixed up an enormous batch of his own special recipe and gave it to everybody who wasn't him. And so everyone in the lab but him was using this stuff. And sure enough, 2 weeks later, the guy's door was blown off its hinges by people coming in and going, oh my goodness, the secret sauce, it changed everything. Oh my goodness, everything's positive. And the guy had to fold like Superman on laundry day. So yeah, it's clear the guy didn't have kids, because who would make such a rookie mistake? I mean, I saw it coming. I mean, even when I was hearing the story, I was like, oh, what a dafty. I mean, it's like, don't run. I'm not running, I'm sprinting. No, but, teenagers and scientists, like I said, we have a lot in common. It's all about the mischief. Because yes, when we aren't wrestling Mother Nature, yada yada yada, we do find time for ourselves to get into mischief. When me and my friends first arrived in Aarhus, suddenly we're in a new shiny building, everything's all brilliant, and it's the scientific equivalent of Christmas morning, opening up new equipment. But also, everything else was new. It was like a really riveted building, and all of the paper towel dispensers had their keys in them. And so I had the idea, hey, wouldn't it be hilarious? Let's open up that paper towel dispenser, take some towels out, and write, help, help, I'm trapped in a paper towel factory on one of the towels, put it back in the stack, and see what happens. I mean, yes, I really didn't put that much thought into it. First, I was kidding, but my friend went and did this. But of course, we're the only English group in the building, so it didn't exactly take a rocket scientist to suddenly come, oh, hello there, we are from the group down the way, we were having lunch, and we saw this message in English. I'm like, well, shit, we are so busted. But hey, it was fun while it lasted. But you get the idea. I mean, scientists spread chaos. I mean, years ago for one of the Star Wars movies, because like I said, I'm a fan, they gave away a little R2-D2 toy that was activated by light. And it'd go, wee, doo-doo-doo-doo. every single time it was exposed to light. And I've been a scientist a long time, so what did I do? I went to the dark room where they develop stuff and hid R2-D2 under the bench on a Friday afternoon. So anyone suddenly going into the dark room in a totally empty building with everything all atmospheric and sinister, they go in to develop their important stuff, and they come and suddenly, okay, finally I'm going to look at my result. Click, wee, doo-dee-dee-doo. And people freaked out. And this was so successful after R2-D2 met with an accident and disappeared that I went out and actually bought a little circuit from AliExpress. Very lovely people. And it fitted the classic song Baby Shark to it. So yes, it found its way into my fridge. So anyone who dared to try and borrow stuff, you'd hear Baby Shark, Baby Shark. And then of course that went like musical chairs, and it found its way into lots of people's spaces. Suddenly it was in someone's drawer, it was here, there, and everywhere. Just generally spreading Baby Shark flavored chaos. If I'd been organized enough, I'd have brought it with me and had like a box to present, but that's clearly, like I said, this is a cinema hot dog routine. I'm kind of throwing stuff together randomly to create something. And this is as far as I get. So, pardon me for a second. And the timer keeps me honest. So, where was I? Yes, scientist. So, hang on. It's very easy to get sidetracked. I mean, we're always just like, also another thing, I love free things. I'm a sucker for free offers. And so anytime there was any kind of a coupon thing, then I'll sign up for it. And if they, once again, back to the old loopholes, which are my friend and every teenager's friend as well, is that they said, okay, it has to be a unique email address. Well, sorry, that's like a rookie mistake right there. Because I don't know if you insert a full stop into your Google Gmail address, it becomes a different email address. And yet the email still goes to you. So suddenly, I'm an infinite number of different people and getting all these coupons. And so I went to the shop to try and claim my free chocolate bar on Monday. Yay, chocolate. Then on Tuesday, I boogied on in with an entirely valid coupon for also me, and they turned me away. Ooh, I took that personally. So what did I do? I distributed coupons to every single person that I could encounter and kind of organized a flash mob. So they would raid them of all their chocolate from them daring to send me away. I mean, if they'd just given me a second chocolate bar, this would not be happening, but they had to do it. So I also made a point of going around every branch of that store in town. So I did get 6 chocolate bars as me, as well as the flash mob. But, you know, hey, if you can't beat them, confuse them, basically. So that's the nature of science. I mean, and pardon me. Hey, I'm making this up as I go along. Oh, now it's lost. Okay, so also on the whole vein of free offers, I would always give my mobile phone number out. And I thought, hey, when I leave Scotland, I'll leave all that junk behind so they'll never get me. Because I used to get all these, you know, have you been injured things, or do you want to claim back wrongly sold insurance? But since my mother is kind of not technically inclined, I still had to keep my UK number. So I would still get phone calls from the UK saying, hey, would you like to sort of claim back your insurance? We're definitely going to only take a small slice of the pie, or did you get whiplash? We can help in the car accident you definitely didn't have. And I would tell them no, I would pretend to be a forensic accountant, I would try funny accents, I even, because it was all, phoning about car accidents, I said, well, actually, I'm answering on a solar-powered telephone, I live off the land, my bicycle is made out of wheat, and, I've never been in a motor vehicle before. I was like, are you sure? Were you a passenger? I was like, no, which part of living on a farm and making clothes out of wheat do you not understand? And so, once again, the if you can't beat them, confuse them came to the fore. And so, I thought, the last thing they're expecting is a romantic serenade. And so, the next time I get a phone call from Claims for You, it's like, as soon as the phone call connected, before they started their pitch, I said, the minute you walked in the joint, I could tell you were a man of distinction, real big spender, good looking, so refined. They didn't let me reach the chorus. I mean, that is seriously rude. And at the same time, I accidentally got taken off their list. So, it's a win-win of a sort. And you guys have been wonderful. Thank you.
That was Andrew. Give him a round of applause.